Hello vapors, how are you? My name is Manny. This is my first vaping video that I'm going to make for you guys. So if you're getting into it, I'm going to give you a bunch of little tips in here. So let's see if we can keep this short. I know you guys ain't got a lot of time. Pretty much, I've been vaping for about 2.5 years. I got into it pretty new. Sorry about that, I needed a vape. So pretty much, I build my own coils and things like that. So I have like a little kit that I've built through the years here. Pretty much I'm vaping right now. I got this little Carlos mod that it's like an infinity Yosin type thing. But I didn't like the way it was hitting. It wasn't strong enough for the type of vaping that I like. So I tore it apart, rebuilt it, and put a DNA chip in it. So as you can see now, I'm running a little sub-tank mini on it with a half-coil ohm. So as you can see here, now that it's got the DNA 40 in it, I can vape it at a cooler temperature, like around 420, the way I like it. Now I just put a new half ohm dual built on there, and I'm hitting it like at 18 watts. And as you can see, it hits pretty good. I ended up picking it up like for 90 bucks. I paid like 50 bucks for that Evolve DNA 40 chip. And now it's really hitting really good. It's a nice little puffer. So pretty much in my kit, I got like a little torch. You need to get one of these. It's like a little power type torch. It's real little, as you can see. It's something that I have. I have a little multi-tool that I need to grab stuff. I got my little Kuro Concepts from a buddy of mine. He sent it to me now, so now at least I don't have to start using fingers and getting cut. So this is something cool to have. Works good. Other than that, I have a nail file. Several types of screwdrivers. The little toothpick things work great. I'm going to start showing you guys on how to use those little things. Like this is the tip. Normally the wire to clean your teeth goes on top, but I broke it off and I really just used the tip. It's good for putting in little coils, little parts and things like that. Pair of scissors and clippers like always. And I don't know if you guys have these here. These are from your SD cards that you get for all your telephones and things like that. They hold coils perfectly. They fit flat in there. And that way they don't get smashed up. And I also use these little toothpick things here. A lot of people, they stop buying stuff from people and, start using your imagination. This thing has like a little brush on it and a little sharp tip on it. It's great to shove and to get your cotton in the right places. And it's a brush pick. Something's very easy to use, Other than that, I got some flavors here. Give me a second, I'll be right back. Okay, so I'm back now. Now, as you can see, wires, I don't need spools of wire. I need like a nickel wire that I use for my temperature for the DNA 40. A typical Canthal. I keep them rolled up and nice and tight. I made this coil, as you can see. I twisted it with the drill, but that was a pain in the fucking ass. I ain't doing that again. So that's about the type. I got like 3 or 4 different types of coils, and I keep them wrapped up, and I buy them like in 5 feet or 10 feet. I don't need 50 or 100 feet of that shit. My screwdriver kits, and build your own stuff. Get like a Stanley drill thing and keep the little mini shits. I have these little mini screwdrivers, like about 50 of them. I don't know what to do with them. And I used the little box part that came in there and built like a little coil holder. You know, very easy to make. Make your own stuff. This was for a clear ice container. There, I used the gel out of it, washed it real good, and as you can see, I keep the different cottons in there. The Jap stuff, I like this Jap stuff, it's pretty good. O-rings. A little jar. I don't know what this jar was for, but now I use it to keep my tips. The different tips that I like, I keep them in here in this little thing. All you need to do is come up with stuff. Keep all the rubber things from old that you could use as for gaskets and stuff like that. And here's the one thing I was telling you about. Look how those little coils are laying in there. They're like perfect. They don't get smashed. They don't get anything. They're just perfectly in their little home. Gaskets. Keep little gaskets for all the stuff. And I keep everything. I've been starting to do wraps on screws. You know, they're pretty good to make like a 4 wrapper or 5 wrapper. Low ohm. This perfect screw. I didn't need this concept thing. It was given to me, so at least it was a gift from a buddy of mine that's got an eBay store. So at least I'm going to be using this for now. Other than that, I just wanted to let you guys know this thing is pretty good. So don't get caught up in the hyper stuff and trying to buy tugboats and Veritas to blow smoke. All you need are simple things. 40 bucks. Get yourself a little mod. Start cutting it apart, making the thing on your own. Don't think you need 160, 260 watts, 180 watts. That's nonsense, man. I got this thing right now running at 18 watts on a half ohm coil, dual coil. That's like on a 5 second pull, you know. See, that was a little bit more. That was like about a 7 second, 8 second pull. I'm getting a good creamy banana flavor out of it. It's nice and cool. If I run that thing like at 25 or 30 or 35 watts, it burns my mouth and my throat. I feel like vomiting. So I don't know why would somebody want to hit 160 or a 260 watt 1 second vape. Come on, man. So don't get caught up in the hype. Get yourself a good chip. Get yourself like I tried the DNA 30, didn't like it. The SSI things with the tipping and all that, I tried those. I didn't like that shit either. I like to find the wattage that I smoke, lock it in place, leave it alone. Set the temperature, 425 degrees. Make a couple of nice nickel coils, and set the 425 degree and get yourself a nice cool vape. Time after time after time, and the thing regulates the wattage and the voltage for you. That way you don't have to mess around with that. So this was pretty much like a little beginner type video. Hope you guys like it and you like my collection. I'm getting some nectars from a guy in Texas. He calls them the top shelf of Texas. I love this Cinna Nectar Melon. I just ordered like 2 bottles of like 30 on. He makes some good mixes. This is a good one too. If you get into the fire and ice type thing, top shelf of Texas. You find the guy on eBay, and he's pretty reasonable. You send him $10, and I send him like $10, and he sent me 1, 2, 3, 4, a extreme ice tobacco, and I got like 3 or 4 more. My second company that I like pretty much is Mount Baker. They're American. The guy mixes stuff by hand. They're getting probably bigger now because it takes them like 2 or 3 or 4 days to send the shit out. It used to be like a day or two that it was here. So that's what happens. Businesses grow and they forget the little people that put them in place. So other than that, I hope you like the video. Leave me some comments and tell your buddies to check it out. And keep vaping, all right, man?
Not a business issue. Me and Fred Carbone go back 20 years. You heard me. You were right about Indian Hill. There's more to it.
I'm checking out Batman while I'm talking to you guys.